A bit of outside control to start. The flash as well. Farlig, 1 for 1. They're actually doing a bit of team damage, and, well, that's going to make it easier for Zen. He's actually gunning them down from heaven. These long-range angles, he'll wait for his teammates to come through, and they still haven't collapsed on this site. The bombs dropped out in the open as well, but still even in the trades. Ooh, down, now just out to Madden, and he's descending. Oh, this is very awkward.
He switched out his USB, but he can't get it done, and GODSENT, while they're in the 3v2, Zen has at least found the kill onto Nico, who's already low. So Zen, who's proceeded forward to the secret area himself, will take him down. But look at how Borup's trying to proceed. They've gone for the reverse outside control, where they go from hell instead. And Zen gets another before going down. That is inexcusable from Heroic. Now down 4 versus 3. Borup can equalize, but utility will have to be expended to actually still make their contact in. And Stiko's got a gap in the smoke to work around with. Now, whether or not it works in his favor is to be seen, as Borup we'll see the foot right as it lingers forward. Takes him down. 2 versus 3. Farlig on the AWP yet to strike in, and true means that Heroic, well, they might have dodged a bullet, and indeed they have. Borup gets his 3rd kill of the round, and is Crystal all on his lonesome. Peeks out, drops the bomb, 35 seconds, has a chance to go for more, but needs to wide swing here, and Cadian will intercept.
He can play around the smoke as well. Different set of outside smokes as well for Heroic. This actually enables them to wrap towards Mini, but that's where Zen was positioned. So easy first kill. Actually finding a second as well.
Yeah, Heroic go for this with two smokes as well. Stiko, though, nestled away in ramp corner. Good for a kill and almost a second. Now with a flashbang to fill, Farlig will also do the same with his shot and can no longer hold the angle. Backs off, waits for a flash of his teammate, and as Cadian is proceeding forward, Farlig almost goes down. Heroic still fighting it back with a 2v4, and his Molotov sure as hell will, as he scopes backwards, watching for decontamination. Turns around for the sickest shot in the West, and he will go forward for the bomb plant as well. Cadian to cover, Cadian to spray, Cadian not to find anyone, and Down will fall because of it. Cadian,
if not a dangerous game to play.
Very much so. Martin, though, his middle name is Danger, and he has been acquainted with death as well. Not quite his middle name, but a distant relative who he meets quite often. Farlig takes away Borup's life, and Cadian left in a 1v2. He started this round, and now he is in an attempt to finish. Waits for them to make their way over. Rotations coming through, but they're from behind. Does he realize it? Yes, he does. Turns around. Good flick, but second peek from Stiko will secure the kill.
They're collapsing on this B-bomb site. They've got a fast rotation available for GODSENT. Stiko getting away with 1 kill. The second as well, as they're not quite prepared for it. And Farlig as well, showing his hand with the AWP. A much cleaner looking round here for GODSENT. And Heroic, that outside take, yeah, that gap is a bit of an issue.
Keeps on crouching forward, but Martin with the MP9 shows us why that is the strongest.
Hey guys, check out CSGO.net, the best place to unbox your dream skins. If you use my code VLAD, you'll get the biggest 35% bonus to your deposit. So if you deposit $100, you will get $135 on your website balance. Here, as an example, I opened cover case for $11 and managed to unbox op Wildfire, which costs $52.
Seemed to get the drop on him, getting away with 40 HP, and Heroic have cancelled here. They're doubling back, trying to take control where they can, but they're losing a lot of these fights. Long-range spray from Nico. Zen should be able to trade. No, Nico actually dodging that one too. So a lot more competitive. And oh dear.
Sounds actually made it very competitive. It's a 2v2 all over again. They've got a bomb, they've got a Molotov as well. Molly will clear out heaven, but Farlig on the one angle they didn't quite check. He's able to get the quick kill. Nico in hot pursuit of the Vents player is unable to connect, and Heroic, although they make it close and competitive, will still allow GODSENT the fourth. Now GODSENT over here.
Yeah, wrapping towards hell. They're trying to pressure this up out of Farlig's hands. Switching to the USP, very good decision to make, and eventually Stalm will get his hands on that coveted AWP and finds a secondary frag as well off the back of it. GODSENT need to be very careful this doesn't...
The timing works in his favor, but it doesn't guarantee them the round even now. Stown proceeds forward, and he gets the shot, pulls out the Glock, will be able to continue the kill as well. Bomb can be planted, but will it be so? Stown instead, perhaps just expecting Crystal to rotate in. But with 10 seconds on the clock, he knows it is his prerogative to make a move. Crystal, here's the bomb being planted, and in he drops. Down will back off immediately, play around the double doors, and he will have the shot. Beautiful stuff.
brings it closer. They have a kit, a smoke as well, so some of these post plants the Heroic have set up into may not even be the best because of that utility. Crystal trying to lead the way.
Well, Crystal has already lost one of his teammates, and it seems like maybe a save would have been a better choice, but Farley doesn't even have that opportunity over here. Cadian slow peeks forward, and 10th round on the board for Heroic. They are dismantling them, and Godsent, no one's pushing into him, though. Heroic are so cautious, and Martin's forced to make the move, but he's good for the kill. Stico has the one across the map, and suddenly things are possible. Martin, though, traded away. Tessis, I said he hasn't had a chance to shine, but maybe it's his time to turn off the sun. Stico waits for them to come in. Deagle at the ready. They're checking the angle, but it's not good enough. Stico, so fantastic on the Deagle, and he's done it all. 5th round secured, courtesy of the man himself, now on top of the scoreboard. 5v4, Nico and company. Ooh, actually, Godsent. They've thrown a little bit of an interesting state of affairs. Borup will fall as well. Suddenly, this becomes a nearly impossible retake without a kit or a flashbang. Farlig is ready to take over Secret. There's no way the player gets past him, and with the P250 missing a few shots, it got dicey, but even so, Farlig good for the kill, and Arcadian has to deal.
Yeah, he moves away from one P250 straight to another. He could have converted the teammates, but Tessis is making this a little bit more dangerous. Just in terms of limiting the upgradability of that armor for the T side.
But it's all good. Then 10-7, and in they go. Martin gets the first, Farley connects with the second. Easy enough frags for them, and it will just be the quickest cleanup you've ever seen. Borup can't find anything either, despite there being a few low players, and that'll be that 8th round on the board for Godsent. 3 versus 4 as a result of that, and although Crystal is low, he still can stay in the back and see what he can find. Zen, good for one, going for more, but doesn't expect the angle from Stown. And now it's just him and Cadian. Cadian playing from inside the lobby. The bomb is on the other side of that wall. Stico proceeds forward, and he's cut off Cadian's head. With that, it's a 1v1, and Stown is incredibly low. He has to go for the ace clutch if he wants to win this. And even there, honestly, could just save the AWP, and I wouldn't hate him for it.
He is here quickly, though. Oh, the spam.
Oh! This could go either way so easily. Stico walking around the smoke, and in the reload, Stown is caught off. Very tight little angle next to the generator before deciding to drop back down to the locker room. Martin inside the side already. They weren't expecting it. He walked all the way through Squeaky, and Borup is eliminated. Now, 3v3, and Martin is expecting Cadian, but not quite the right place to put his crosshair at. Now, the T side has been detected. Molotov in vents will secure them forward, and Zen's found the equalizer.
Cadian was siphoned off by the Molotov for just a few seconds, and ooh, the position here from Farlig. Around the other side of the door. This does get cleared, but can be often overlooked. Oh, Farlig actually committing to the swing off of no information, no sound cues made. Zen now left to clutch. 34 HP, they're doubling up together as well. He has positioned himself in an off angle. They may not clear. Up and down he'll go. Zen the first, the second as well. Zen, what a clutch to pull off on such low health, and bailing Godsent out of a really tricky situation.
Not sure if they quite heard him being tagged up, and as he gets on top of the red container, he will be found. Zen to take him down. Farlig now inside the side as he goes aggressively forward. Borup, good for the kill, but his HP is basically non-existent, and he will be falling soon enough. But Cadian, in the meanwhile, has already found one, and the rest of the team has come through to back up the ace side. Seiko, left alone, 1v4, makes it 3. But can he make it all the way through? For the player on the rafters, he's not going to check it. Tessis finishes them off.
And they're trying to contain them towards outside where possible. Fast rotations available towards B as well if Godsent had made their way down towards Secret, but they're wrapping. Nico very prepared for this. A deep angle to clear. First duel should be good. The second may be harder to line up. As they go for the double swing, he actually does so much damage on the secondary player, but Zen brings it back to a 1-on-2. Those 2 kills are crucial, giving him room. And now, if he gets himself onto this bomb site rapidly, he can set up into a post plant that may be difficult to find here for Heroic. We saw Zen bail them out in a 1v2 previously. Maybe he can get it done again. Oh no, Tess is spamming him down through this.
I thought they would. but they actually decide to walk directly in,
Oh
and
my
Stiko's
goodness.
found 2 from Squeaky. Crystal was the 3rd. The sudden contact is working out wonders for them. 5 versus 2 in Tessis and Nico.
So much impact being found by Stiko, particularly on this T side, and GODSENT again will find themselves in a lead. Good fast play here from Crystal, but Nico spams him down. He's been going for these more individual plays. This time he has his team behind him, but they're not in a place to trade, and Nico has done one better. A secondary kill, all the meanwhile Cadian's applying pressure. This is a very deflated GODSENT. The round just after losing a potential clutch comeback. Stiko now left in a 1-on-5. Just when they meet a bit of difficulties and they're hunting for Stiko. He may die after time here as well. Oh dear, he has to tuck himself away. Surely not. They're trying really desperately, and there is worst case scenario.
The bomb's not planted yet, but Zen's pushing forward. He wants to get aggressive. He's caught the player out with the smoke. He will be trying to bait the shot. Succeeds in that as well. Zen's taking him down. Now a 3v2. Borup and Nico. They don't have time on the T side, and that's what they're trying to take advantage of. Nico finds the kill, but he's traded away. Borup gets another. He's in a 1v1. Bomb can be planted. Farlig will have it in time, and now it all comes down to this. 17 HP on the CT player. Farlig waits for this. He's up onto the rafters, and they're not going to be expecting where the CT is coming from. But Farlig, positioning is perfect. Door is closed as well. There's no way Borup checks this angle immediately, and immediately you see Farlig taking it to overtime.
Fortunately for Heroic, they still have some presence outside, so Stown can keep things contained. Does he get cleared at this angle? Oh, they're leaving him, and he's letting them pass initially. He's lining up more than one frag. 2 kills in from Stown. They collapse, and that is a shutdown outside from Heroic. Straight into the overtime. Stiko left to clutch.
Stiko left. He just left
that's
the server.
it.
Heroic, more often than not, have chosen to save in these situations. They've not been able to go for the same kind of insane clutches that GODSENT has. And now as Borup moves in, Dessus has found Modern. Borup looks to drop down immediately towards the lower bomb side, but he knows they're coming in, and Borup's got another. He's stepping up in OT and gets a lot of damage as well. Dessus to complete a 1v1. Zen on the AWP, and as he sees the player jumping right past him, the flashbang might not realize this, but Zen, he's still sticking around, and Zen sees the player as he peeks forward. This time he hits the shot. Let's not forget, Heroic's the #1 team in the world with an 85% win rate on Nuke, but they haven't faced Farlig yet, or Stiko. There's no way you're getting past these 2 big bad boys, and Nico, he's been tagged up, force back, Zen to finish him off with a Molotov, and that's it. There you have it, 17-16. Farlig initially tagged up pretty heavily, though. So they'll be limiting his mobility somewhat. Zen moves through the smoke. He's going to be able to get in behind them. Zen! He's got a feel of this game like no one else does. But Heroic are speeding up. Stiko has to delay for Zen to be able to come over. Stiko good for 1 Martin a second. But it's Zen in the back lines who's provided the space they need. Stown left alone because of it. And he's in a 1v3. Picks up the AWP. He's been good with it before. But can he get it on over here? Can he prevent GODSENT from getting to game point? Stown creeps through. Doesn't quite catch the timing, and that'll be his CTs having one more angle in their favor. They're not exposing themselves, and Farlig to close. Nico creeps in. Zen on the other side, but he's on top of him. The question is, does he hear this? And he should. The flashbang goes out. Zen will have heard it. And he knows there's only one player there. Martin, here's the Molotov going forward. He will be peeking out sooner rather than later. He always likes to get aggressive, but maybe Heroic can get the timing over here. Martin sees the AK, and he can't get the win. Borup and Cadian take over the A-bomb side, and now it's back to a 2 versus 3. Borup is low, though, and he will fall. Stiko in the flank. Comes in, but Zen has a smoke covering off the angle. Can't quite connect through it. Stiko sees the second player. Zen will get the kill. 2v1. Cadian alone. Solo on the AWP. The in-game leader has to lead his team through to greener pastures, and he's found the first, revealing his position as he does so. So worried about where Stiko can come from. Stiko circling around. Stiko moving forward. Cadian's missed the shot. Stiko gets the kill. 19-16. GODSENT take game #1.
The strongest map in Heroic. And we expect this to be the standard set here for GODSENT. They love a little bit of connector control, opening up their options. See Borp force back, Stown and Borp combining for a couple of frags though, and they're eventually going to get tracked down. Zen hot on the heels of the second. Tessus is very low, so he just has to keep running, but his pathway has been blocked off. Zen's going to get there too quickly, and that's an easy enough kill to find.
They're very happy to rotate back when there's 30 seconds left on the clock, but Cadian is expecting it. Smoke goes over, Zen takes contact, and with the Molotov there as well, it seems like Cadian might not be as useful as I thought he would be. They're going back towards the A bomb site, but Nico's dropped the bomb, and Nico's going for more. Crystal will trade. Yes, the USB chiming in nice and true, but Stown still good for the kill. GODSENT unable to check the corner, and that'll be all she wrote for the round. Allows just that. Reload is needed, but he's not going for it. 3 bullets in the gun and pulls out the USB instead. Crystal finally to find him and picks up the Farmers for his trouble. A 3 versus 4 with 2 pharmacists is doable, but it needs Martin to come alive with the deco. And as he goes forward, that's exactly what happens. Zen finds another and the second. Suddenly a 2 versus 1. M4 recovered. Martin has Kevlar as well. Nico, no utility. So GODSENT might be very close to stealing away around, but Nico has something to say about it. 1 versus 1, sees the shadow, and he will find the kill. There you go, but oh so close. Oh so close.
Yeah, now that the Surfer dude's been eliminated. Oh my goodness, Crystal jumping on Nico's head.
Stiko, within the madness, will fall and is back to a 2v2. Farlig and Zen, oh so low. Is on full HP, has the ultimate advantage, but as he proceeds forward, the bomb's not quite planted for him. Cadian finds the first. Farlig is trying to save his trigger for the 2, but
towards B. That's the second time this has happened now where GODSENT haven't really shown too much form elsewhere on the map, and while Tess is pushing that advantage further, though it does get traded, again, it's information bled over to Heroic.
Cadian's waiting for them to come in, and Nico's found the first. Cadian follows up right there, leaving just Crystal alive with only 2 questions to ask. The first is, can he get this done? And the second, as he dies, is, what's a Goomba Stomp? He can't really find them. Stown on B short, his position is known, and he's very low. And as Farlig will be creeping forward, even if Farlig falls, Stown can be traded. Indeed he is. 2v2 with another gun recovered. Both M4s alive. AWP in the hands of Cadian makes it so tricky, and the flashbang's great. Stiko, off the back of Stown, finds the flash. Cadian, though, in a 1v1, still finding it out, getting aggressive. Inside the corner of B short he goes, and he's spotted out, but he can't get the kill. Now faking out the defuse, and it's GODSENT who will get the round, even if Cadian gets away. Cadian, AWP at the ready, sees the hip of a GODSENT player, but can't quite connect. And as he's spotted, he'll be rounding the corner, and he's going for the shot. Waits too long, and Crystal, of all players, will be the one to overwhelm. Nico at the ready, but Molotov at its feet. And the full carpet comes in. The T's cannot make their way forward without getting the kill on Borp, and as they do finish them all off, that's Heroic to fall and fluster. Stown, as well as being hunted down, GODSENT knows it's much more important to get the skill rather than actually saving their own weapons.
Yeah, they throw resources at it, and you're absolutely right.
I'm surprised they didn't recover the AK, actually.
I like that you highlight the smoke, because that smoke was awesome.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. But Tessus, he's got them off. He's only got 1 though. Flashbangs are great, but Nico keeps it in their favor. Stown on the CZ, forced to reload. Farlig's given enough time to get the quick kill, and Stown around the corner being watched from either side, but Cadian is the savior. Cadian, though, left on the toilet's position, had to have Borup step up and get the quick kill.
Crystal, a lot of nade damage received. Stown will finish him off, and then Borup aggressive through the smoke. Stiko's been doing that so far, so much in this half. Okay, Martin, that's a Hail Mary trade, spamming him through. Did hear the smoke bouncing around, so he's able to echolocate him. But still a significant man advantage here for Heroic.
And these are 2 players who haven't been having the best of games. Farlig will fall as well. Martin at least gets himself the second, but I mean, he's doubled up his kills already by doing that, and we're 10 rounds into it. You can see the problem right now for GODSENT, I think, lies in a bit of an awkward first Molotov. Clips the corner. It happens sometimes, not a big deal, but Tessus, his angle, so troublesome to deal with. Crystal again lurking on long. Not able to find anything now. The 3v5 comes in as they're proceeding forward. Nades are still on point. Stiko, sure, you're good for one, but unfortunately, got to be good for all 5 at this point. As he's left alone versus 3, he's proceeding forward and he can't quite get the kill. Tessis will finish him off, and there you have it. GODSENT. But look at this. This is huge. This is massive. Stiko has to get a few kills there, and through the smoke he gets one. Expects a second, and that's Borup to fall with this heroic. Desperately trying to walk up water. Nico has found the first, and a smoke behind him means he's got place to back off through as well. That's almost 3 kills, but Martin at least trades over there. 3v2, but the nade will equalize. Bomb can't be planted either because of it, and as Cadian moves forward with the AWP, he knows it's now being planted, pulls out the CZ, proceeds forward, finds a quick kill, headshot to the back of Crystal's skull, and at least Farley gonna 1v2. AK in hand, at the ready, can't spray, can't get it done. 50 seconds and GODSENT setting up for a full monster hit, but with 2 players on the other side having a perfect crossfire, this will be so difficult. Borup gets one traded immediately. Stiko with 2 on the entry, though, makes things completely different. Smoke goes forward. Cadian, again, can't really get a good sideline over, but that nade is everything. Finds Martin yet again, and good damage on top of it. Bomb will go down, and as Cadian rounds the corner, he'll be met by a player who he cannot shake hands with. Volley goes over as well. Cadian on the repeat gets another, and it's now a 2 versus 2, Michael. Farlig has to step up. There's been so many opportunities for him, and he pushes forward. Cadian will fall, and the second will evade him. Then around the corner he comes, and he's put the cherry on top. 17 and 10. He has been a monster, and he will be the man to give them their 5th round.
You look and highlight the pistol as being the place to start, to get the CT side economy at least in a comfortable enough position. Otherwise, Heroic could run away with this. Door open. Oh, that's perfect for the boost.
Beautiful stuff. They're just setting up for this pistol round perfectly. And Zen's still spamming, but Stiko's the one to get 2 more kills. That all comes down to Stown, and although he's been given a very nice P250, that's a Mendy.
And surely, they're all stacked up on the same angle. It's a triple peak. Don't go into it. Oh, okay. Rounds the corner. Bit of a jump scare. Good round for GODSENT.
And now they've heard the information, them proceeding forward. Zen playing from the angle. Great shot from him to take down Cadian, and Astiko's found one as well. This is going to be huge from Crystal. MP9, perfect place for it too. The mobility can be so important, but Crystal misses his shots, and Zen is left to finish things off. Even so, he can't possibly expect this. Zen, this is the perfect spot to be at the perfect time as well. Cadian will get another yes, but that just means Zen has a little bit more to do, and he's able to move past. He gets himself 2, and he knows Cadian's position as well. Cadian in a 1-on-2, smoked off to boot. He's proceeding forward, 20 seconds on the clock. It's ticking away, and they're checking for it. Martin comes in. Then peeks out, gets the first, keeps it spraying, almost a second, but not quite. Crystal has to come in and finish him off, but Crystal doesn't just want sloppy seconds, he wants even more. Unfortunately, Borup served it up to him. 2v2 with Heroic being very low. How many times have we seen GODSENT lose these exact same rounds on their own side, but no nade kill? This time over. Oh, changed my mind right there. Why don't you, Farley? Secondary one will follow through and finish him off. Nico now left in a 1 versus 2. Hoping that he can pull out a miracle. Waiting for them to come in. His HP is not fantastic, but he's playing a great angle around it. And as they white peek forward, Martin will get the kill and finish things out there. And then Zen's also in a great position to rotate if they need him to, but it's Martin to go all the way forward, and Farlig is even watching for another one. Flashbang will at least force him back up the angle, but he's more than happy to re-peek and see if they're coming in, and because of this one smoke, they can feel a bit more comfortable rotating the players over to an aggressive position. Stiko flashed up, is forced to back off, but Zen's good for one. Stiko follows up. Beautiful stuff as Cadian at least gets one, but Stiko almost gets a second through the gap in the plywood. Cadian now aggressing forward, has to get the shot, but he's not good for it. Trade is there, and now Borup and Farlig are in a 1 versus 1. And Farlig is creeping in, and he's got it done. M4 picked up to do it as well.
Risen up. And Heroic, they're going balls to the wall, quick towards B. Stiko overran by the MAC-10. Farlig letting the first one pass, but he gets the bomb. And the second one fully flashed up. It's perfectly played. Crystal not able to get things done as Stown equalizes. It's again a 2-on-2, but this time Madden may not even allow the post plant. Zen hot on their heels, lining up the first, a 1-on-1. Stown's on low HP, and he hears the rotation away. Madden has information to play off of, but there's so much time.
My God.
Madden doesn't let him escape. GODSENT, another round, and another round where they only survive with one.
Zen is 27-14. Speaking of consistent this entire map, man's nothing but consistent. Marden, he's had a bit of a pick-me-up since the second half has begun, and he's feeling slightly better about himself. Smoke to assist him, even gives him a small bit of gap to work around. Farley, good for the first. Marden playing inside the smoke. They're not going to be expecting him. He's never done this so far. Zen goes down short, but this is great setup for Marden to come through and deliver the execution, but he's missed his initial shots. Farley is saving the day, though, and Marden follows up. Stown left alone, and he will fall. This time they keep 3 players alive, and Farley's skills were so important. Problem is, sometimes the bricks fall on your head, and now Tessis is hoping to be that very same brick. Now he goes forward, 2 opening kills with the Tech 9, and this is the best they've ever looked. But Zen, he's found at least one and maintains control of a B shot in the process. Marden pushes through, goes all the way up for Monster. They're not going to be expecting him, but look at this. They're trying to rotate forward, and this is so much pressure on to the Heaven player. Farlig, if he doesn't get a kill over here, this is game over. He gets one, yes, but even so. But Heroic, their players coming in from the side. Cadian, Tech 9 at the ready. He has to care for so many different angles. And Marden, as he finds one, at least Cadian trades on the other side. A 1 versus 1, and Marden doesn't have HP. Then Marden's got the angle, and he can at least try and fake out the defuse. And Cadian to save the day. Tech 9s and a 1v1. Well, Marden, this would be the worst possible round for Heroic to fall. They're dropping 2 players. Marden, it's a sloppy spray, but he's still good for it. He's still good for it. 5 versus 3. This could have been the round that led Heroic to 14, but instead it seems like GODSENT are leading their way to match point. Myth smoke, though. GODSENT is rotating, though. GODSENT's not falling for this, and Crystal knows where the second player is. Crystal sees the Molotov coming over. He'll be peeking out soon enough, but that is 2 very low terrorist side players. Crystal surfs backwards. 30 seconds on the clock, and there you have it. GODSENT up 15-12. Flashbang getting ready and primed up. Zen, so good so far. 30 kills in him now, and as the flashbang makes its way over, Zen should be able to follow through, but he's not quite committing to the angle. Now with the flashbang coming in, Marden and Zen both good for a few, and this is the B bomb site that cannot be penetrated. Nico, Troy takes down Crystal, but there's still so many players all around holding all the major angles. They smoke off short, but a secondary flashbang will keep them at bay. Nade as well is there. Zen moves past the smoke and reveals his position with the AK. Sprays through as he sees the barrel of the gun. And it's all Nico left alone. 1 versus 2. 6 seconds on the clock. Fakes it out as well, but now he has to commit. They don't have time for it. Nico will be good for 1, but not like this. 16-12, but Heroic cannot make it. The Blast Showdown is not theirs. GODSENT are the ones to qualify.
And what an unlikely turn of events. #1 team in the world. They dropped their opening game.